Hey, welcome to the show, everyone. Comedian Mark Evans is set to talk to us a little later on. This week, we're talking about Vanna White takes a spin after 37 years. Company surprises all of its 198 workers with a fat check. A runner who smacked a reporter's ass on air now faces charges. And a woman finds a 10-foot python in a Christmas tree. Not what you're thinking. We also got crazy news, playing with balls, much more. Keep it locked right here on the Epic Radio Show. Epic. Make sure you follow us on the social medias, Twitter, Facebook. You can find us on YouTube, Instagram, theepicradioshow.com, which you cannot watch it live today because I forgot to do something last night.
Dang.
That's awesome. We've got a great show for you guys today, but let me introduce you to my other co-host. Ashley is in the studio.
Yay! I'm here. Yay! I'm gonna applaud myself. Yay! I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm in the box.
Absolutely.
As always.
In the box. And that's it. Just me and her today.
That's it. Yep. This is it, everybody.
Yeah, this is it for today.
Yep.
We'll have Jay calling a little later with playing with balls.
Yep.
But pretty much you're stuck with us two today.
This is gonna be a great time.
Mm-hmm.
This is why we don't have friends, because no one wants to just be stuck with us two.
Absolutely.
Y'all gonna learn that today.
You gonna learn today.
You gonna learn today. For sure. They gonna learn. This is why we don't have friends in real life.
For sure.
Seriously.
If there's any writers out there and you are interested in possibly writing blogs, reviews, articles, whatever you want to do, email me, epic@theepicradioshow.com. I'll get you set up on that.
I was going to say reviewing a dildo, whatever, floats your boat.
Yeah.
Or makes you happy. If you have a boat and you want to talk about your boat.
If you want to write creativity, I can't even talk. If you want to write creatively and you don't want a lot of limits to what you can write about, we're a good fit for you. We are, because I know, you can literally write about just about anything.
It's just like, it's like you just put that together like right then. Like
I did, pretty much.
Yeah, that made sense. I'm glad that worked out. I said, if you have a boat, that's funny. Whatever floats your boat. That I said, if you have a boat that you want to talk about.
Yeah.
If you have a dog that you want to talk about. We like dogs.
If you want to talk about the best cure for athlete's foot.
Yeah. If you want to talk about that amazing sushi that you tried the other day. I don't even eat sushi.
Yeah.
But if you want to talk about it, you know what? Someone I'm sure would love to hear
If you want to
it.
talk about talking about things.
If you want to talk about the fact that you don't like talking about things, which I don't know how that would work, but I'm sure someone could spin it the right way. And
yeah.
it could work.
You know,
sure. I feel like I could talk about that.
Just hit me
like,
up.
I really
Epic
fucking
at the
don't like talking to people.
epicradioshow.com.
I don't like speaking about
and we'll
things.
set you up.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
I'll only do some light editing.
Light editing and just change the whole story. But
Yeah,
you know what? You
absolutely.
won't even notice
know
it.
it.
It's fine.
You know?
We're telling you, but you won't even think to look at it later. Oh man,
I did see that quite a few people did listen to us on Spotify, so thank you for
Thanks,
that.
Spotify listeners.
Yeah. You know, I'm hoping to build them numbers. It was only like, I don't know, 10 or 12 of you, but it was
hey,
still.
You know what? 10 or 12 of you listened on Spotify.
Yes,
Thanks.
absolutely.
You know, I was probably one of those people because I just went in there to see if it worked.
Yeah.
So I was just like,
I'm sure most of it was just a cast. But I'm going to pretend like it was other people.
You know what? Thank you, other people. Because there's more than, 10 or 12. There's, we don't have that many cast people. So I think, right?
I don't even know. I don't know. Whatever. It's
well,
close.
whatever. Like, it's more, I think, than we have doing the show regularly. Whatever. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I guess we could go into our first topic.
I guess so. Enough talking about writing blogs.
So I don't know if you guys saw this or whatever, but Vanna White took a spin at Wheel of Fortune host after 37 years. Pat Sajak, we all know who he is. He had emergency surgery, and the show's famous letter turner took her first turn leading the show for 3 weeks of episodes.
Awesome!
The first two... And I'm sorry that I didn't watch all three, so I didn't get to see who the surprise person was. But the first two took place in, I believe, the Disney Resort.
Disney Resort.
So they had like Mickey and Minnie turning the letters. But the third one was supposed to be a surprise guest, but I did not do my research to find out who that was.
He sucks.
So I guess if you really wanted to look that much further,
then go find out.
But what was really funny is, even though she's been on the show for 37 years,
she has never hosted, right?
She's never hosted.
Yep.
She did, I think, one round once. Pat Sajak, they switched roles.
Oh, okay.
Because he had laryngitis. But
that's it.
Yep, that was it.
That's it.
37 years.
He's dedicated to his job.
Absolutely.
Yep, for sure.
And there was another day, April Fool's Day 1997, when Sajak hosted Jeopardy and Alex Trebek took over Wheel of Fortune.
That's funny.
Yes.
I was like 6 years old at that time, I think. 5 or 6. I think I was 5. I was 5 when that happened. I would not remember that shit. What?
A lot of people they underestimate how funny Alex Trebek really is, though. Because I was watching this clip the other day. And it was basically watching 3 contestants that absolutely knew nothing about football.
Yeah.
Did you see that clip?
No.
So there was a scene. Well, I guess one episode of Jeopardy. They came down to the last category, and it was football.
Oh, great.
Right?
Yeah. I would be stuck.
And it was funny because every single time they read a question, and nobody knew what it was. And he's making little quips like, "Oh, I see we have some football fans here." And then and then when they got to the last one, he's like, he's waiting for an answer. He's like, "If any of you get this, I will die."
Oh my god.
It was really funny.
If I would have heard that, though, I think I probably would have been like, what? Like, why did he say? Why did it go that far? Why would he die? That's just... You went to a dark place with that. I mean, I understand it was just a joke, but, I think if I would have heard it, I would have been like, the fuck? Why is he saying he would die?
But it was super cute watching her
do all that stuff.
Do that stuff because, it was new for her.
Yeah, it's...
she, at one point, she actually said, "Oh, wow, this wheel is heavy." And she would look down at her cards during some rounds and occasionally paused to make sure she was reading the correct prize totals. And she eventually began to loosen up and even poke fun at herself. There was a time like that she did look at the wrong amount on the wheel, and she was like, "Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong arrow. How do you do this show?"
That's funny. I'm sure that made for good TV, just generally because it was funny. Yeah. I'm not saying, he's not funny. I'm just saying from in a different light, it's like, oh, well, someone who hasn't done it very many times, like really at all. That'd be like me hosting the show. It'd be
like
nightmare.
You hosting this show. Yeah.
That would be a nightmare. It would be like, what the fuck am I doing? I would just be pressing buttons and hoping something's working.
Yeah.
That would literally be, that would be like us switching. Yeah. Because I'm just kind of like background here. I'm just like, hi. You're just doing all the button pushing, and I would be like, what the fuck is going on? I don't understand. That would literally be me. I would just be like, I don't understand what's going on. Can anyone hear me? Is this all muted? Yeah.
Awesome.
It would be awesome.
Yeah. No, I thought it was cool. And, I guess the only way for her to take over host at this point is if he dies, right?
Damn.
Nobody wants that, but...
No, nobody wants that. Shit. Why are you going so dark? Like,
what are you
stop
talking
saying,
about?
like, if he dies, like, oh, let's not, I don't want him to die.
But, Vanna White's actually 62.
She doesn't look 62.
No.
Well.
Pat Sajak is 73.
I mean, 'cause I saw the picture of her on the thing, and I'm like, yeah, she don't look that old. Nope. I can't speak for him very much. It's like, because women, I don't know, some women just don't. Women age. I think a lot of women age better.
Yeah.
I
think it depends. Yeah.
I mean, there's some women that they definitely look their age.
Well,
but...
I think it all depends on how much partying they did in their day.
For sure.
Because, there's some like women my age that look like they're 90.
I know.
So
I mean, I guess it's the same could be said of men, because there's some men that really age well, and there's some men that just like, oh,
I think
God.
I look okay for 36.
Yeah, I think you look pretty good for 36.
Yeah.
I don't think everybody would guess right away that you're 36. Then again, a lot of people, so maybe it's like, well, he's probably 36.
It's Mark Warren's birthday today.
Oh, it's Mark Warren's birthday. Happy birthday, Mark.
Yeah.
I don't think you're listening. I don't think you're in the
Probably
chat.
Not.
But
no.
if you listen at another point in time, happy birthday. Where's the happy birthday fucking sound effect?
I know.
I need to get it.
I just found out this morning, to be honest with you.
Well, he told me a couple weeks ago.
Oh, did he?
Happy birthday!
Yay!
He didn't mention to me.
Yeah, because it was Olivia's birthday, and he's like, oh, my birthday's in 2 weeks. And he's like, I don't know if I'll be here or not. He's like, I guess depending on the rotation and stuff. And I was like, I'll try to remember if you're not here, and I'll tell you either way. I'll tell you somehow.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, yeah, we told him, yay! We got something right. Woohoo. All the sound effects.
Well, we're going to go on break.
All the sound effects.
We're going to go on break. When we get back, we'll have, Mark Evans.
Another Mark.
Yes, yeah. Mark Evans. So, keep it locked right here on the Epic Radio Show.
The radio show.
Hey, what's going on, Mark?
Hey, right on time.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I try to be anyways. How's it going this morning?
Oh, well, long night. I had a Christmas party in Goshen, Indiana last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I just got home about an hour ago.
Oh, wow. That must have been, so where do you stay at? You're in Atlanta or no?
Yeah, about 11 hours.
Jeez. So you literally, okay.
they gave me some hotel money, but I'd have been up till 3 o'clock in the morning anyway, just all wound up, and then just be all day on the road.
Must be some good cocaine.
Oh my god.
I'm joking.
Oh my goodness.
That's kind of a Christmas party kind of nightmarish. If you want to talk about that, it's pretty funny how it
Sure, yeah, we can do that.
turned out. Listen, I won't tell you now. I'm supposed to be surprised. Nothing
Yeah, that's fine.
like that, but these things are just always tailgating.
Yeah, I haven't been to a Christmas party in a while.
Well, when they have the actual performing things are just
Rachel said she
horrible. They just never turn out good. Like one a couple years ago I did, and it's the most expensive posh hotel in St. Augustine, and some medical supply company. Their company's Christmas party.
Mm.
And right before I go on, these two owners are brothers, and they came up with their wives on stage to greet the company, and apparently their mom had died.
I have Mark Evans on the line. Hey, what's going on, Mark?
Morning.
Hey.
Oh, just living the dream.
Yeah. So from what I hear, you actually just got in about an hour ago. What was going on there?
11-hour drive. I had a Christmas party in Goshen. Am I saying that right? Goshen, Indiana. It's out in the middle of nowhere in northern Indiana last night.
I mean, you were kind of close to us a little bit. I mean, it's northern Indiana, but like, was it like northeast or northwest or?
It was near the booming metropolis of was it Elkhart?
I don't think that's a booming.
No, that's
yeah.
Yeah. I was telling him a story. One time when I got to work nearby there, my agent played a trick on me, and they said, "Yeah, Mark, we got this great gig for you. You'll be playing for all these rich people at this big, fancy, beautiful country club in Elkhart." Yeah, country club. I pulled up at the double-wide meth lab parked next to a putt-putt.
Oh,
yeah, that's right.
Like, that's
Breaking
right.
Bad.
Yeah, the people in Elkhart, they think that Ancestry.com is a dating site.
Oh,
man,
that sounds like Alabama.
Yeah.
So you're originally from Atlanta, correct?
Yeah, I'm one of the few. I'm a native Atlantan. Not many of us left.
No, really. Why?
Everybody here's from somewhere else. So
Yeah.
Atlanta, the South, just a melting pot. It's like, it's a northern city, basically, right in the middle of the South.
That's crazy. You know, I believe Raleigh's kind of like that too in North Carolina. I used to live there.
Yeah, big technical, Research Triangle Park, something like that. That's,
Yep.
All the smart people moved to Raleigh.
And then I moved away, so I guess I'm not very smart.
Well,
We just got shoved out. That's all.
So you're a comedian, obviously.
Right.
Right. And you have this slogan, Southern Not Stupid.
That's my brand.
Yeah, and explain a little bit about what that is.
Oh, as a lifetime Southerner, I'm sick and tired of everybody thinking we're stupid just because we're from the South. Believe me, I've been all over the country. Everybody's got stupid.
mm-hmm.
But the whole stereotype came from Hollywood. Because think about it, as long as you and I, all three of us have been alive, they've been putting junk out like Dukes of Hazzard, Beverly Hillbillies, Green Acres, Hee Haw. or the granddaddy of them all, Deliverance. Admit it. You guys are from the North, right?
Yeah.
You were raised this way. You watch Deliverance and actually think it's a documentary about it, don't you?
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say
that. That's because you're being nice to me. I'm your guest.
No.
You can do
No, trust me. If you've listened to my show, that I would never hold back.
We've proved that, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold back. Now, if see, but you're from Atlanta,
right?
I believe Atlanta is a pretty smart city, just in general. You know what I mean? I would think so.
It's outgrown itself. It's too big now, and it lost all its charm about 10, 15 years ago.
Gotcha.
And we're getting out of here.
But at least you're not from West Virginia, so that's...
Yeah, that's true. Where the men are men or the sheep are nervous.
Yes. I think that would be the only, I think, what would it be called? Like a, I don't know why my video just froze. That's pretty awesome.
They like that picture of you.
Yeah, I guess, man. I don't know.
Oh, you're making a face? You make those really embarrassing faces when it freezes?
Not really,
his eyes
but
are
it's
closed.
just kind of an odd face. I just don't know why it just all of a sudden just dropped, you know? It's kind of weird. I mean, I think we're still streaming. Hopefully people can hear us.
Yeah,
but...
Rachel just said screen glitch, but that's all she said.
Let me see if I can... Maybe.
It's that Southern technology. It's contagious.
Yeah, it's like
it's so weird, you know? Like, you're fine. My camera's frozen, though.
Cool.
I guess it's Elsa and Anna right now.
Yeah, Elsa's freezing your shit.
Let me just, you know what? I think I'm just going to get my face off of there for a minute.
I don't like my face like this.
I know. What the hell?
It is a really good face, though.
It's not. Shut up.
It's like you're flatter.
All right, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to get rid of me. But anyways.
Be your new cover photo.
Yeah, I guess. Jeez, man.
Put it on your Facebook page.
That's his new profile picture, yeah. I'd say so.
Anyways, we got off the rails a little bit.
Okay. Back to
what you were saying about the Southern Not Stupid thing. You said that people had kind of just an idea of what Southern meant that was depicted mostly by Hollywood and not really based on facts.
The Southern accent is equals stupid. And actually, I don't really, not many people can tell I'm from here. I don't really have a strong accent unless I want to, because the nuns beat it out of us at an early age. I was in Catholic schools, and they were hooked on phonics decades before anybody else was hooked on phonics. And you know those stories about the nuns with the brass rulers across your knuckles and all that?
Yeah.
I don't know what just happened. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now I have the video right. And give me 1 second. It's like, this never happens.
I know.
This is like, weird. What the fuck? But go ahead, keep talking. They can hear you. Oh, wow. Oh, Jesus. This is crazy, yo.
He said, this is crazy.
I know, this is nuts, man. This has never happened.
This has happened
this has never happened
forever.
Yeah.
This is cray.
I did just recently get an update, so that probably... I know, I swear.
The updates just make things worse, it feels like.
Just give me 1 second. I'm going to try to get this back on track.
What the fuck is going on today? Today.
Let's see if we can get this going. Wait, you know what? Hold on 1 second. That's the only bad thing about going live, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Oh, yeah, and it does it, like... Hold on, I'm getting you now. Speakers. Alright, how about now? Well, jeez. You know what? This is what we're going to do. We're going to go on break. I'm going to get this figured out, and then we'll continue the conversation.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that. Give me just 2 seconds.
You want me to hang on, or you'll call me back there?
I'll call you back.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
I'll be here.
All right. Thank you. That is so strange. Yeah. Okay. So... that was just the strangest thing ever. Okay, so let me see.
I should talk about Christmas? Ryan said I should talk about Christmas.
I'm going to do a test real quick.
Okay. This is a good show.
I know, right? Jeez.
This is my favorite show. I feel like disaster follows where we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, if other people were here, it wouldn't even be an issue.
Oh, I know, right?
Like, oh, everything's normal.
I'm going to call David real quick and see if that works. I don't know. Okay. Looks like we got that back.
Your call has been forwarded.
All right, cool. All right, I think we're good now. All right, so let me call him back. Let me get myself back up on here. Here we go. Okay. Jeez, man.
It's probably the best show y'all.
I know, this is the best show you guys have ever heard in your life, man.
Don't try to. Oh, that's.
Jeez.
Don't try to deny it.
All right, here we go.
Well, that's
Part
quick.
2. Yeah, part 2, man. I know, it just... I think what it was is... when the audio went out, I couldn't fix it unless we actually hung up. And then it reset itself. Yeah. Okay, so now we're good. I am so sorry about that. I will make sure that when we put this on Spotify and everything, we'll kind of cut that out. So yeah, see, look at that. We were already proving that Southern doesn't mean stupid because I'm from the North, and this was completely retarded. So anyway,
Well, after what I went through last night, this is nothing.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. See, it just took a couple minutes. I just had to kind of take a breather for a second, figure all this out, and I got it. Here we go. Okay, so we're back. So you had your Christmas party last night. How did that go?
Well, the people were really nice and they're receptive, but I knew there was going to be a red flag because the guy called me up a couple of days ago just to reconfirm and asked me if I was going to come early to set up my speakers. I went, I'm not bringing speakers. Nobody asked me to bring a sound system, so this is right away. I know there's not going to be sound.
Yeah.
Well, we get there and the people, they were drinking, but they weren't drunk, which is just the way you want them.
Yeah.
And real nice people. Kind of a blue-collar company, is a feed company. So,
okay.
For what that's worth. Well, now they're at this restaurant, and they put us back in this, they have little event rooms or private rooms they have at restaurants?
Yeah.
They put us in there, but they put another party in there with us, too. And the only thing that separated us was like a 6-foot-tall cardboard partition
Oh
folding
yeah.
partition that was
Yeah.
about 8 feet wide. That's what separated the two parties.
Yeah.
And now this other one's like a family reunion Christmas party, and me trying to do a show without a microphone. And I wasn't really getting dirty or anything, but they had like from 1-year-old to 90-year-old. It was a whole family, and they're singing Christmas carols, and they're clapping and laughing at all the wrong times while I'm trying to do a comedy show literally 3 feet away.
That's crazy.
That's just that's my world. Welcome to it.
Yeah.
Christmas parties. I was telling you beforehand. Your listeners got to hear this one. A couple of years ago, I was doing this Christmas party. Very high end. It was the most expensive hotel in St. Augustine, Florida. It was a medical supply company, and these two brothers that owned it, they're up on stage greeting the crowd and opening the party, and their wives are up there with them. And sadly, their mom had just died like 9 days before, and so they're tearing up, and then they start kind of sniffling, then they start crying, then they're just openly sobbing where you can't talk. But all four of them, and I mean, it's the point where the women are snorting, and this wasn't the last snort. This is a really sad cry snort. And after that, they finally compose themselves. Please welcome to the stage your comedian.
Oh my goodness. That's God. So, like, what do you do in them situations? I mean, obviously,
take the money, make sure they got the check and run. Not much you can do. Now, the DJ who introduced me, he did what he could. It was one of those, I know we're all hurting, but I know she's up in heaven looking at us right now, and she would want us to have a good time. And, and that doesn't get anybody back.
No. I mean, that just makes you think more about her again and make you sad. Yeah.
And
that's like the worst
my
thing
best
to say.
friend. My best friend, he had a show at a Christmas party where somebody died at the party.
Wow.
And they still had him go on.
That's ridiculous.
That's terrible.
I know it.
Christmas parties are the worst.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they never work out well. They very rarely work out well. But they got, as long as the check is good, that's what we can do. Yeah.
So you've done cruises too, right?
Yeah, I've done a lot of work on Carnival.
Yeah.
And actually, another one that's actually even, this is like one step above a slave ship. This one cruise line I worked for a little while, but that was just horrible. It was.
I mean, like, do you think that's more of like when you do like cruises, do you think that's a better crowd, or do you think that's like
it can be.
Yeah.
That's really a great gig because the money's really good. They send you all your tickets. You have to try to find a way to spend money, so you get to keep all the money that you're paid. I mean, if you want to drink, the crew bar, drinks are like $1. Unless you're going to go shopping on shore, it's not like when you're normally on the road, you got to eat and buy gas and all that stuff. I mean,
all that's included,
totally
right?
They take care of everything, and you're out in the middle of the Caribbean, and it's just it's kind of bittersweet because you're by yourself. You're around thousands of people that are having a great time, and you're kind of in a bubble because you're alone. But there's the other crew, and sometimes there's other comics, and anybody that can find a way to really complain about that job, you just want to slap them.
So, like, how's your family? Like, are you married? Do you have kids?
Yeah. No kids. Both of us are on our second time around, so we've been married. It's coming up on 6 years. I got married in Vegas.
Oh wow!
So, on April Fool's Day. Doesn't get better than that.
And how was that?
She started doing comedy about 3 years ago, so a lot of times she opens for me on the road.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, my wife does this show with me, so I mean, it's fun sometimes to.
I'm assuming they when they're here.
Yeah.
Say anything on Sunday morning, you got that broad in your house. I'm hoping.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I did used to have a different co-host, and she wasn't my wife, obviously.
People, like, there were a couple people who were like, oh, are you guys together?
Oh, yeah, we got that a lot, but, yeah. Like, I want to say it was another Mark. It was another Mark. Mark Bland. He was trying to cut the sexual tension, apparently. And I'm like, there's none. I've known Goldie since I was 10. There's no sexual tension. Yeah. There's tension, but not a sexual way. Yeah.
I'm feeling it. I'm 1,000 miles away, and I'm feeling it.
Yeah, exactly. I know. That's what he was saying, basically. And it was like, what? What is going on here? Man, you've been all over TV and radio, too. Like, what do you think is your favorite thing to do? Like, tell jokes or, like, do a sitcom or, like...
I can't act.
No.
People always say, when are you going to get a sitcom? I said, when they're dumb enough to sign me. I mean, if they were dumb enough to offer it to me, I'm smart enough to take it, but I can't act. It's kind of funny what we're paid for is the travel, because that's the hard part.
Yeah.
What the secret that's not that big a secret is what we do on stage, we do for free. We do it because we love it. In fact, if there wasn't a job, we'd find a way to go do it. It's the travel. That's the work involved. But one of the things I love is I pretty much get to see an ocean at least once a month. I'm always booking things out that way. I've worked in 46 states, several cruise ships in a bunch of countries. I've seen parts of our country that I never would have been able to in my old corporate world life.
Yeah.
And most of them I don't care if I ever see again, but I'm glad I saw it once.
You said corporate life. What did you used to do?
I used to be a travel agent, a corporate travel agent. And
Oh.
I was really, really good at it, and I really, really hated it.
Really?
And
What did you hate most about it?
just the job. I don't know. Yeah, having to be in a place for 8 hours and answer to people, and I don't know. I'm really making myself out to be a bad person. I'm really not.
No. I don't think anyone gets that, but because I could relate. I mean, this isn't my full-time thing. I'm trying to make it be, but it's not. Obviously, with glitches like we had earlier, it's not going to be anytime soon. but I did manage to get it back on track fairly quickly.
You're running. You're up and running.
Yeah. I got it back. I think we only lost about maybe 5 minutes of the show. You were still in there. We just couldn't hear you through the headphones.
Yeah.
So that's all it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were saying things.
Yeah.
We were just trying to respond best we could.
Yeah. You were coming out of the speaker of the actual desktop, and the thing was, I didn't even know there was a speaker in there, so that kind of threw me off guard a little bit.
We're probably on a 5-second delay too, or something too, with that.
Well, we are. Yeah, we are. We're on a delay. So like, what happens now? The audience gets in about probably more like 10 seconds. Yeah.
Not enough time to place bets. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
But you've been on Comedy Central. What did you do for Comedy Central?
I never actually saw it, but everybody else did, so I'm claiming it.
Okay.
It was back during when the Olympics were in Atlanta, and we were doing. They brought a bunch of locals in and filmed us doing whatever Olympic jokes we could talk about.
Okay. So it was like just a quick thing on the news or something? Is that what it was?
No, it was just there were clips they would play. Back then, Comedy Central did a lot more stand-up clips between shows or just short little segments, things like that.
Yeah, I do recall that. They used to just throw on like a little 2-minute clip in between commercials or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that.
I can remember when MTV actually played music videos.
I know, isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's just catfish and teen girls getting pregnant. Yeah.
And Floribama.
Yeah.
Floribama, sure.
Oh, that's our guilty pleasure.
Jeez. I have not seen that show. Is it any good?
Either, but it looks like a train wreck.
Well, it's supposed to be. It's the southern version of Jersey Shore.
And it's sad because that's just playing more into like kind of what you're. I see why you say the guilty pleasure because it's kind of playing into that same old Hollywood
it's complete.
routine, you know.
They picked the worst of the Southerners they could get. That's which is what they want. They throw them in a house together and they load them up with free liquor.
There you go.
Well, I mean, just like everybody in Jersey, I mean, they're well, I mean, that's actually true. They're all trash, but
Yeah. Oh, but these are dumb. But I don't know. These ones down here, it's. I mean, I love watching the show, but it's just embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like when one of them was trying to write a note and couldn't spell the word order. And most of them, because they're all hammered, and but it's just the stereotype of the dumb redneck barefoot pregnant woman, and it's humiliating, but it's still, like I said, it's a guilty pleasure.
It's entertaining too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, look at these
And they were supposed to be originally they were in Panama City, and now they moved down to St. Pete Beach down near Tampa. But the name Floribama was there's actually a famous bar in it's called the Floribama because the state line runs right through the middle of it.
Oh, okay, that's
which is
cool.
about 2 hours from Panama City, so they're never near the place. And it's actually an orange beach. It's hotel rooms are $300 a night there.
Wow.
Beautiful, beautiful place. Jimmy Buffett used to play there when he was up and coming. His sister, Lulu, has a restaurant there right down the street from it. I mean, it's a beautiful area. I mean, if anybody ever gets down that way, it's just really cool to be having the state line run right through the bar because in Alabama, you couldn't drink on Sundays, but you can in Florida.
Oh, wow. So you just go to the Florida side, right?
So you just, get on the other side of your table.
Yeah.
It's legal.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, that's cool. And I'll mark that down as a destination. I'd like to visit one day, yeah. If you guys want to check that out, I'm sure they got a website.
Oh, yeah, they do. It's a beach bar, but it's a really big one.
That's pretty cool, man. Now, what's Night Shift? That was one of your credits.
Night Shift. What was that? How was it listed?
It said, let's see, you got Comedy Central, Extra, and NBC TV Night Shift. And then you were on Good Day Atlanta, South Carolina Live. You've been all over radio and everything.
Hey, these are like local productions. Night Shift. That was up in Fort Wayne, the old Snickers Comedy Club. This guy, he had once a month. He would the show would be kind of like the Tonight Show.
Oh, okay,
and
that's pretty cool.
He would we do our the regular show was from there, only he'd be set up like Johnny Carson was and all that. And that was when I was working. I was opening for Dustin Diamond. Do you remember who that is?
That does sound familiar. Yes, yes. You know what's funny? There's a lot of bad things about Dustin Diamond. Are they true at all?
He went to jail for a while for stabbing somebody.
I know. He was like a little thug, like a little asshole douchebag.
Well, when we did radio, he was bragging about he was a Hollywood child star that left Hollywood and took the money with him and didn't blow it all. Mm-hmm. And he was bragging about this big investment he'd put in where he was property investing. Well, the guy took advantage of him. He had signed a contract with his partner that in 3 years he had to come up with $1 million balloon payment or something like that. Otherwise, he lost all his interest in the company. So that's when he was selling T-shirts. He was on Howard Stern trying to do. He had that Dirty Sanchez porn video he did that he's trying to think. So I don't know whatever happened with it, if he was able to save his interest in it or not. But it was just a train wreck. He was nice to me, but the whole thing was a train wreck.
Wow. Do you have any comedy specials? Do you got any albums or anything?
I got a CD that it was distributed in truck stops from coast to coast.
Yeah. You should put it on Spotify or something.
Yeah. Oh, it's actually kind of funny. It was really cool to actually go in and actually find one on a shelf. It was at, well, there was like three of them. I can't remember what. Love's. I think you have those up north. There's the big truck stops. And one time I took it, I walked up to the counter with it. I got my face on the front of it. And went up to the counter and gave it to the girl and says, "You ever heard of this guy? Is he funny?" And she goes, "I don't know. Never heard of him." I'm sorry. Well, do you recognize him? And all of a sudden she started doing a double take. He goes, oh my God. Called all her friends over. So we had a lot of fun with that. Then she rang it up. I went, no, I can get them cheaper. I'm not buying it from you.
That's pretty cool.
Then at 2 a.m., I stopped at a truck stop at 2 a.m. and I found one. And this time it was just me and the old man behind the counter. And I walked up to him and said, "You ever heard of this guy?" He looked at it and went, "Nope." And I said, and I pushed it a little closer. He goes, "Do you recognize him?" And he looked at it and looked at me and goes, "Now, son, that's not what you asked me." I went, "I'll go put it back now."
That's so funny.
Did not impress him one bit.
No, it didn't seem like it. He was taking his job super seriously.
Yeah, it was. Anybody working the cash register at 2 a.m. at a truck stop is not going to be impressed by me.
So, do you got any gigs coming up that you want to promote?
Where are you guys?
We're in Cleveland.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Kettler from Funny Noise.
Yep.
He's the guy who hooked us up together. Yes. I'm working for him this coming week. I'll be at. I think he's got me at the Funny Farms. It's. I'm not sure which night is which, but I think Saturday is in Canton, and then I'll be there Wednesday and Thursday. One in Youngstown, one in Cleveland.
Yeah, he's actually one of our co-hosts, but he couldn't make
That's
it today.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
we're
I'll be up in
today. Usually there's a full studio, but apparently nobody could show up today, so it's the way it works, you know?
Well, that's why it's falling apart.
Yeah, exactly. I have to do everything. So...
But yeah, anyway, up there Thursday, Friday, Saturday this week. I'll be in there today.
Yes. So if you guys want to check that out, I believe if you go to funnynoisesproductions.com, he has all that listed, where Mark's going to be and everything.
Okay.
And also if you go to Funny Noises Productions Facebook under events, all of that's under there too. And if you wanted to check out Mark Evans, his website is southernotstupid.com, correct?
Right.
Yeah. And
there's something on I don't know if you saw it or not, but on the homepage, so I've got no musical background, and I'm not a country music fan, but I wrote a country music song to promote my brand. And it's if you get a chance, take a look. It's pretty fun, the music video that goes along with it.
Is there through YouTube or what?
It's on YouTube, but it's on the cover page too. But you can just search Southern Not Stupid on YouTube, and you'll see that. There's a couple of clips of me. One of them was I was working on Carnival Cruise Lines.
Okay. Yeah, I actually did see that. I saw that when you were working on Carnival Cruise. That's why I mentioned it earlier. So how else would they be able to find you on social medias?
Best way, I'm not that strong of a presence on Twitter or Instagram. It's mostly Facebook.
Okay, just under Mark
Evans.
I need to do more.
Yeah, there's also the Southern Not Stupid page, and then just Mark Evans. I mean, I'll accept anybody's friend request, just about.
All right.
Well, I'm only at 3,000, so I'm still anybody. Come to me.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being on the show, Mark.
Are y'all going to be? Y'all coming to a show?
I'm not exactly sure when it is. I know today. Do you have a show today or no?
No, I'm talking about next week when I'm up there.
I will try to make it. Yeah, I gotta find out
exactly what good are you? I will try. What good are you?
Well, the thing is, I work a regular job, so if it's during the week, if it's on the weekend, sure, I can. But I gotta find out exactly what day. You're not even 100% sure what day either.
Oh, hang on. I just didn't want to put the phone away. I'm looking at
you're okay. Well, let me try to look it up.
See,
this is what happened with Chris.
Youngstown on Thursday, Cleveland on Friday, Canton on Saturday. She's fresh out of excuses.
So you said Canton on Saturday?
Canton on Saturday, Cleveland on Friday.
All right. Well, I should be able to make it to one of them or both. Depends. I definitely want to meet you in person. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I hope so. It's the same show, so you'll know all the.
Yeah.
Actually, that's right. The first night you can hear the jokes, and the second night you can laugh at them. You'll have a day to figure out what I meant.
Yeah, exactly. Because like you seem like a real cerebral type of comic.
I like to make you think. My audience will. Some of these idiots I go see, they'll laugh at a joke 3 times. Once when I tell it, 2 when they understand it, and then 3 when they get it.
That's
once
funny.
when I tell it, once when I explain it, and then when they understand it.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. It really was a pleasure.
No, thanks for having me.
Sorry about the technical glitch. Obviously, that happens sometimes, I guess.
Oh, didn't bother me a bit. You're the one that was sweating it. That had to have been terrible for you.
Oh, man. I was sitting there like, oh, my goodness, man. I'm not trying to stop the show already, All right. But thanks again. We're going to go on break. When we get back, we're going to talk about a company who surprises all of its 198 workers with $10 million holiday bonus. Also, we're going to talk about a runner who smacked a reporter's ass on air. He now faces charges, and then we'll have crazy news with Ashley.
Oh, I heard about that. I can't wait to Google that.
Yeah. Keep it locked right here on the Epic Radio Show. No, not that one. There we go.
I think it was Vanna. It's down my way.
Recovered that. That was crazy, right? Jeez. We're just gonna come back. I'm just gonna do this one real quick and then we'll come back. Yeah, that was still crazy. That that's never happened where the cameras just froze like that before, and then the audio just randomly went out. Yeah, just
The screen's frozen, so I might as well just push it up too. It's alright.
Well, what I did was I deactivated the camera and just reactivated it. And it started over the camera. But for some reason, it kicked the sound off. I was like, what the hell? Yeah. So I was able to restart the sound, and I got the sound back.
Yeah.
but it wouldn't transfer the call back into our headphones until I hung up the call and then called them back.
It's pretty great.
So that's why, yeah, it was insane.
Here on the Epic Radio.
Thank you, Rachel. It was a good interview.
It was a good interview.
It was.
It was all good.
Yeah, we'll have to shorten that. Connor, you'll have to get on your job with
I
that.
don't think Connor's watching right
What the fuck?
now. What the fuck, Connor?
How is Connor not watching?
Why is it 11:24 and he's gotta wait?
I don't
Who
know.
are you?
Just really sad.
Who is he? Anyway.
It's really sad. In a world where it's very sad.
I thought you were gonna like go further with it, but then that was it.
Nope.
That was it.
No, I don't have the creative juices today.
No juices.
Yeah.
No creativity juices.
Nope.
He drinks the juice.
But I know a bunch of other people who have juices going on, you know what I'm saying? And that's the people who received
Like, no.
holiday bonuses.
Yeah, this is pretty great. I'm a little jealous, not gonna lie.
I'm super jealous. So this Maryland real estate firm paid over $10 million in total for bonuses to their employees. And they were quoted as saying, "As giving it away is part of the fun." No, it's not.
I guess it was. Like, no, it's not.
The founder of a Baltimore-based real estate company that will dole out $10 million in Christmas bonuses to his 198 employees said Thursday.
That's pretty special.
That he wanted to do something really special for everyone.
Oh, that's special.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna quit my job tomorrow. Like, thanks for that. Gotta go. Don't need to work here anymore. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Are you okay?
No, I am.
You're just like staring at the screen for a minute.
Because I'm trying to skip some stuff.
We'll go over the-
But basically, everybody from the firm got an average of $50,000.
That's pretty fucking decent, right? If your company,
Yeah.
you know, gave out.
I mean, it was based on a number of years each employee had
Yeah.
been with the company. And they announced the news during the firm's annual holiday party over the weekend.
I would have been like, I probably would have.
And yeah, I mean, people were like losing their shit. Like,
I would have. Like I said, I think I would have had a heart attack. I think my heart's in pretty good shape too, and I think I just would have.
yeah.
Like been like, oh, gotta go to the hospital, gotta go, guys. I can't even believe what's happening right now. Yeah, it'd be like if we won the lottery.
Yeah, I mean, really, it would be.
Just straight die, probably.
Yeah, some people got 6 digits. You know, some people were getting like $100,000 for their Christmas bonus. You know,
Yeah,
like
I would
that's
be,
insane.
I would be happy with that shit. That's a good. I mean, hell. I mean, how many fucking companies and shit do that? Like, how much did you get? Did you get $1,000?
No.
No. Exactly. From the
Nope.
bonus? No.
No.
So,
It does increase every year
it
though.
increases every year.
Yeah.
By like what, $25? But like, I mean, good on them. That's what I gotta say. I'm jealous as hell.
Yeah, I mean, me too. Can you imagine what we could do with 50
Right,
grand?
Like that's awesome. Like
I could quit my job. No, I'm joking. I wonder if people did that. Like they got $100,000.
Like, oh well, shit. I don't need to work here anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like 78. Like, how did
I know they could take that and use that as retirement. Well, I mean, it wouldn't last them that long, but yeah.
You know what I'm saying though? If they, you know, but it's like, well, shit.
Hey,
All companies were able to do that. That would be.
if anybody wants to call in, now would be a great day. It would be a great day to call in.
No one will call in.
216-584-5718.
Me and Tommy are married, so we enjoy talking to each other. So and if no one calls in, this is what we do anyway. So
Yeah.
who gives a shit? No one calls in when we're, you know, no one calls us any other time. So why would anyone? It's all good.
I don't know.
What does he say? Ryan says it sounds like you're trying to talk to Epic from the toilet. LOL, you're yelling from the kitchen or something. That's how I talk sometimes. I yell at him.
It's probably because the mic's a little
The mic's far.
further away. You can move it if you want.
I don't really want to.
No.
I can't hear it the way I guess everyone's hearing.
Yeah.
And I have a low.
I turned you up a little bit.
Tone, so my voice doesn't carry very far. I suddenly get high and low.
Yeah.
But not. Mostly it's low.
I think the chat stopped on me because I can't even see that. I can't even see what he said. Yeah.
Some of the comments don't come in on Restream, and then they'll come in on your Facebook, so then I can see it there, then I can see it on my phone. So like.
Yeah, that's weird.
Comments, so I have to look at every single one just to make sure I'm catching.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Here's the last thing it says in the Restream is great interview with Mark Evans.
Yeah, mine too. Yeah.
Ryan has commented 3 times, so I'm like, I know that's not it.
Let me see something real quick. Maybe I'm gonna switch. Nope, it still does that.
Yeah, I don't know. So whatever, Ryan. I have a low voice, so I'm further away from the mic than he is. I think. Maybe.
Anyways, if anyone wants to call in, you can now. But we're gonna move on to the next topic. So.
I'm just like over here whispering stuff. I don't know if anyone can hear me.
I don't know.
I'm kind of doing it on purpose because it sounded far away.
So, runner who smacked the reporter's backside on the air
On the backside.
now faces charges. The man accused of slapping a news reporter on the backside while she was reporting live in Savannah, Georgia, like Mark said, last week has been arrested and charged with sexual battery, according to the Chatham County Sheriff's Office. Thomas Calloway turned himself in on Friday and was released on a $1,300 bond, according to the reporter's employer, CNN affiliate WSAV. Calloway is accused of hitting Savannah reporter Alex Bazarjan on her backside as she was reporting at the End Market Savannah Bridge Run, and he was running in the event. The incident was caught on camera, and Bazarjan's reporting was momentarily interrupted by her stunned reaction.
Yeah, I see her face.
Mm-hmm.
She's definitely stunned. She's like, what the fuck? What did I say? Was it before the show or last night? I was saying I would have hit him with the microphone.
Yeah. Well, it happened so fast that she couldn't really do anything about it, you know?
So Ryan wants to know, was there finger movement while the slap was taking place?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't think it lists that.
No.
I think that my initial reaction would have been chasing after him with the microphone and hitting him with it. I think that's what I would have done in that situation. I don't think I would have just been able to sit there stunned. I think I would have had to chase after him and hit him with the microphone. I think that's what I would have done. What do you think you would have done?
I don't know. But the reporter said she's glad that law enforcement has taken the matter seriously. She feels that a reporter should be able to do her job without being assaulted, which is true. She also said to the man who smacked my butt on live TV this morning, "You violated, objectified, and embarrassed me. No woman should ever have to put up with this at work or anywhere. Do better." And then, after he turned himself in and stuff, he actually, Calloway apologized to Bazarjan, saying, "Alex, I'm sorry. I did not mean to do this. I think you're a great, great asset to this community."
Are you sure he didn't just say that on purpose?
I know, right?
He was a great asset.
Yeah. To this community and to the local media and the national media. You're very talented. You're an amazing woman from what I've gathered. I apologize.
What you gathered.
Yeah.
Fuck out of my face. I would have hit him with the microphone.
He's also been banned from registering for all Savannah Sports Council-owned races. According to the council director, the station said in a statement that it's supporting Bazarjan and prioritizes the safety of its employees. So there's that.
You know what? Fuck it. I I still think I would have hit him with the microphone.
I mean, I saw the video, and he literally just ran up behind her. Yeah, like he was actually running the marathon, and he like took a couple seconds out of his time to say, "Hey, good job."
I don't like it.
I don't think that's really what. I mean, I don't think that's. I mean, it is kind of strange to me to a certain degree that grown men could smack each other on their butts.
I mean,
like,
whatever makes you happy, I guess. Right?
I'm saying, you ever see that in baseball and football and shit?
I don't really get it. Like,
why is that a thing?
Is that like does that get them excited or something? Like, I don't understand. Like, go do that. Go do whatever the fuck sport this is. Like, I never really understood that either. I'm like, that happened in real life?
What's that?
Like, what we were literally just talking about. That happened in real life. Did you see it in movies and in shows?
I mean, I see it.
I don't see it in real life.
I do.
So I'm like,
yeah.
Ryan said, what did he say? He said, I think a good job comes with a pat on the back or backside. I don't think so. I don't think so, Ryan.
He said showing appreciation.
Yeah. No.
I mean,
no.
At this point, I'm not really sure.
I'm not.
Like, I think in this movement, I mean, the guy, the little backstory on him, he's a youth minister.
Yeah.
You know.
I feel like he should have known better.
He definitely knew better.
I understand, like, he was running. And
yeah.
all this adrenaline going, just feeling good from all this.
Like, woo!
You don't go in your hands, you don't go slapping some random chick's ass.
I don't think that's the best course. And then it's on live TV. You're on camera.
You got
like
her reaction.
Yeah.
Of her job.
Yeah.
She's just like, what the fuck? You asshole! I'm fucked up now.
I'm glad she didn't like get fired for like going off on him or something. You know, like I'm glad she was able to compose herself.
I would have taken the risk.
You think so?
I would have fucking taken that mic and chased after his ass and fucking smacked him over the head with it.
Yeah.
That's just me, though. I mean, I would have taken that. I wouldn't have even thought about it. I wouldn't have been like, let me just think of what I should do here. I just would have been like, motherfucker. Boom. Hit it with the mic.
Yeah.
With the stat, that obviously, there's lots of. I'm just saying. I guess she's more professional than I am because I just would have had something like. But that's just me.
Yeah.
I guess she just wanted to go about it the best way and just. Like, minimal reaction is possible. They try to get back to what she was saying before. I don't know. Like I said, I could say this all day long. It wasn't necessary. I guess I can see. Like I said, I could see him thinking, he's just feeling good, but you don't.
Well, obviously there was however other many guys that were running the same marathon, and it wasn't like there was a line of them doing it right after another, Right, yeah, obviously they all knew better. Yeah, he knew better.
Yeah, exactly. He's
a
youth minister. You really, you do not pay attention to anything
going
on in the current, I mean, I don't think this would have been okay 10, 15 years ago either.
No.
It wouldn't have been okay with it then. But
well, I mean, do you think 10, 15 years ago there would have been charges filed, or do you think they would have just called them out?
Ryan said it still sounds like. I mean, technically, I am in a different room. I am in a box. It is blocked.
Just move your mic a little bit closer.
Down?
Towards you. Just towards you. There you go.
So,
a little bit more. Yeah, you're good.
I don't know. I'm just saying. But yeah, 10, 15 years ago, I don't think there would have been charges. I just think it would have been it was harmless.
Did you turn that? Yeah, you turned that back on, right? Yeah. Okay.
Well, fuck you, Ryan. I am a different room. But, I don't know. Yeah, 10, 15 years ago, I don't think there would have been anything. It's harmless. He didn't.
Yeah.
But now, especially in all this stuff that's going on now, like I said, I wouldn't have thought it was okay that long ago. I don't think it would be okay now.
Mm-hmm.
But, just generally, she would have been like, what the fuck? I'm just supposed to accept it and move on? But then she would have kept that to herself because at that time, that's what you fucking did. You kept it to yourself. Now, you don't have to. Now it's like, well, people understand that that's not okay.
Yeah.
I guess I had more to say about this than I realized originally.
And now we're going to talk about penises.
Now we're going to talk about penises.
Yes.
Woo, penis time.
So
my mom was listening. I don't know if she still is, but isn't it great to hear your daughter talking about penises?
Yeah.
What is Brian
You're-
saying?
What's
He said,
that?
oh, he's a minister. Hello, he can get away with that. Probably Catholic.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap.
All right.
I used to
We're going to do crazy news. You ready?
I guess so.
Oh my god.
Just shut your face. Just stop making your little comments. Yeah.
All right.
What?
Crazy news time.
Did you do my intro?
Yes.
I did not hear it.
I know.
I was waiting. I was like, where the fuck's my intro? I deserve an intro. I deserve my intro. Why can't I hear it?
I don't know.
I usually can.
I
You know what's happening?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Couldn't tell you.
My mom said awesome.
Yeah.
She loves hearing you talk about things like this.
Yes.
So, thousands of penis fish wash up on northern California beach. These things are gross looking too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Like, ugh. Thousands of fat innkeeper worms known as penis fish. Literally, it's probably just known as penis fish. Like now, it probably wasn't even a thing until they washed up on the shore. They washed up on a beach in Northern California. An image of the worms was posted on Instagram by Bay Nature magazine on December 6th. Thousands of these marine worms, called fat innkeeper worms or penis fish, were found on Drake's Beach last week. These phallic organisms.
Drake's Beach?
Drake's Beach. It's Drake's Beach. I don't know. His beach. They were found on his beach.
Did he call you on the cell phone? No.
These phallic organisms are quite common along the west coast of North America, but they spend their whole lives in U-shaped burrows under the sand, so few beachgoers are aware of their existence. Oh, we're aware now. We're aware of these gross looking things. They're just really fucking gross. Like, look at the picture you have posted. That's the picture I'm looking at
Yeah.
on my screen. It's just gross. Like, what the fuck is this? In an article by Nature Magazine, Bay Nature Magazine explained that the pulsating, this is their words, 10-inch worms may have been washed up by a strong storm that disrupted sediments in the intertidal zone. I think that's right.
Okay.
Innkeeper worms are also found in the Elkhorn Nature Reserve on Monterey Bay, California. What else? Is there anything different that it says? The worm circulates water through the tunnel, trapping food in the slime net. That sounds
Ew.
disgusting.
God. So it's uncircumcised penis worms.
When the mucus net becomes loaded with food, the entire net with its burden of food is swallowed by the worm. And the worms can reach up to
Yeah, it is.
The worms can reach up to 19 inches long, but are usually 6 to 9 inches long.
Damn.
Brian said, no, they ejaculate. That ain't no stopwatch time. Don't ever stop. Drake Beach.
That's awesome. Do the DJ sound effect.
Where is that?
You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know, maybe. I'm sure I can find it though. Oh, there's so many of them.
Oh my god.
There are so many, I'm not joking. Like 15 of them.
Really? Where's that horn though? The DJ horn.
It's not showing up right away.
Not that one.
The first one. I'm gonna do all of them.
No, do the horn.
That doesn't, there's not one that says horn.
What did it say?
It says DJ call 1, 2, 3.
Nope.
DJ Flutter.
Nope.
DJ Gun.
No.
DJ Riff.
No.
No. DJ Thunder.
No.
Thunder 2.
No.
DJ UFO.
No.
Gotta hear that one though.
No.
DJ Weeble.
No.
DJ Weeble 2.
No.
DJ Woo.
No.
And DJ Rewind.
What the fuck? It's not on that. Let's back that up.
What's the Weeble?
No, I can't.
What's Weeble 2?
Oh my god, don't press the buttons.
I love that one.
Okay, that's a really long one.
It
Okay. Anyways, is that it with that one?
That was hilarious. Why'd you even say, oh, what's the DJ? Where's the DJ sound?
I don't know where that is. Like it's like that the air horn sounding one.
Let me try one more time. Ow, son of a bitch. No, that's not it. I don't know. There's like literally the air horn sound, but that would be like really loud.
Yeah. No.
Okay, so man with penile gangrene has part of his genitals removed.
Oh.
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 Oh, that's gross. A patient in.
That's right. In the peas in the hot dog. You know what I'm saying?
What are you saying?
The Franks and Means.
You need to leave. You need to go. A patient in South Australia.
Right in the Franks and Peens.
They'll both be offended, and they just did it. A patient in South Australia lost part of his genitals after a rare disease led him to develop penile gangrene.
Oh no!
The patient, who was not identified, developed calciphylaxis.
That sounds horrible.
Of the penis. So it's a serious, uncommon disease in which calcium accumulates in small blood vessels of fat and skin tissues. The condition typically causes blood clots, skin ulcers, and can also lead to serious, potentially deadly infections such as gangrene or the death of tissue typically caused by a lack of blood supply.
Hashtag gangrene.
Hashtag penile gangrene. 43.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That just suddenly happened. The 43-year-old patient had obesity, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and kidney disease.
Nice.
He had a lot of stuff going on there.
The trifecta.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? Obesity and diabetes can both increase the risk of someone developing calciphylaxis, which noted the disease was more commonly affects those in end-stage kidney failure.
Ficka kidney failure.
Penile calciphylaxis has an overall mortality rate of 64%. Most patients who develop it die within 2.5 months.
Whoa!
Dude, stop being so loud. Miraculously, however, doctors were able to save the man, and the part of his penis that was amputated was later reconstructed with skin grafts made from the foreskin, as per this website says. Later on, however, the man developed calciphylaxis in his large intestine, forcing doctors to remove part of that. Like, this guy just not having a good time.
It's like, whoa! Reconstructive penis surgery. Ficka, what?
Are you okay?
I guess.
So, let's see what are some comments here.
Okay.
Sarah said LOL. I don't think she said LOL about the penile.
I don't know.
Just your sound effects. Or maybe when I was doing the sound effects.
I don't know.
Ryan said I would start talking to you guys like,
Bless your heart.
bless y'all's hearts. Yeah, that's right. He said the rot cock and a cold tube. So this just sounds like a bad time for this guy. First he gets penile calciphylaxis, then he gets it in his large intestine. I'm sorry you're having a bad time over here.
In a world where you get calciphylaxis on your penis.
And then in your large intestine.
And then in your large intestine, there is one man, one woman, one world, one doctor.
One doctor. Oh my god.
That will make it better. Reconstructive penis surgery. Rated R for retarded.
very, very much so. So next we got So next here, duck named Dave has to have penis removed after being over amorous with the ladies.
What?
I think you should have the your fucking camera on you.
Why?
Because you're just doing all this weird shit. I'm just over here just like blah blah blah, just reading, and then you're just all over here doing weird shit with your body.
I'm just trying to be really excited about the show.
Specifically the penis stuff, I see.
Yeah.
Get excited over it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Too excited.
Especially corkscrew penises.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so a duck named Dave has had to have his penis removed after injuring it over being overamorous. The duck's owner, Josh Watson, claims the bird was mating with its female companions, Dora, Edith, and Freda, up to 10 times a day.
He was getting it on!
As a result, Dave injured himself and got a nasty infection. Are you gonna say anything about that?
Infection! Coming to a town near you.
He was prescribed antibiotics and owner was tasked with washing his penis daily.
On the daily.
But as the duck kept trying to have sex, it unfortunately didn't do much.
Nope.
The vets decided the only thing they could do to make Dave more comfortable was
No one wants a dirty dick duck.
leaving about 1 centimeter behind.
1 centimeter.
Following the procedure, the bird could still urinate as ducks only use their penis for mating.
What?
What?
What do they urinate from then? A hole in their butt?
I don't fucking know. Why are you asking me? I don't know these things.
Look it up. I'm looking it up.
Brian said explosive energy is great. It's a little
Let's
much
see.
for me. I just gotta go watch him. As I
Where do ducks pee from?
I need to know. And ducks are the ones with the corkscrew penises.
Yes.
So this is very interesting. All around. This is a very interesting thing.
Oh shit, son.
You found out.
I did.
You did.
Birds do not produce liquid urine.
What?
Waste from the kidneys form a thick white material which is mixed with the feces,
That's disgusting.
but then are passed out through the cloaca.
Loca.
The duck produces wetter droppings than the chicken. You just learned today, y'all.
Now everybody knows more about ducks.
So, when you get shit on by a pigeon, it's not just shit. He done peed on you, too.
Okay. His owner says he's doing fine, but he's understandably a bit upset. His duck's a little upset about not being able to have sex anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a nymphomaniac. He's got a high sex drive, basically, so I think that's what caused it. Well, no fucking kidding. Yeah, that's... He tries to mate with his female companions a lot, every chance he can get.
Why they hating on the duck?
Maybe more. Oh my god. Josh continued to say how most ducks only act that way during mating season, but Dave doesn't ever calm down. Like, holy shit, Dave, you needed to calm down. He added, he doesn't stop throughout the year. Over winter, he's meant to calm down.
Ficka, Dave the duck likes to fuck.
The ducks stop laying eggs, but he doesn't stop mating. He just carries on. I think his female companions do like him. They obviously sometimes get fed up with him and wander off. They're like, okay, this is too much, Dave. Okay, that's enough, Dave. He said, shut the duck up.
That's right. Who said that?
Ryan.
Okay.
Man, there's more to this story. I thought it was done. Sonia Miles, the vet that operated on Dave, claims overuse of the duck's penis had caused it to prolapse before becoming injured and infected.
That's crazy.
Yeah. The result
Crazy
was
news.
traumatized and then pretty infected. Normally goes back inside him once he's finished mating, but stayed out, and obviously when it's out, it's bashed and stood on and pecked at, and God knows what else.
Jeez.
That's a lot.
They
more
pecked on his pecker.
That's a lot more than they need to know. It's not gonna. Basically, the doctor even said he'll definitely still try to mate. It's not gonna stop him just because his penis is pretty much gone. So.
He's like, I can still work it with 2 centimeters.
Right, I got this. I can still do this. This is what I do.
It's like, hey, ladies.
I fuck on daily. So, hello again, Chris. You came back.
Hey, Chris.
Right in the middle of our duck conversation. Yeah, that's all about this fucking duck. Dave the duck. That is all I have.
All right.
Basically, he's still trying to get it on.
That's right.
Don't matter.
We're going to go on break.
Yay.
Um,
Calm down on that break.
When we get back, we're going to meet a woman who found a 10-foot python in her Christmas tree.
Oh, shit.
Oh, snap.
Oh shit, girl.
And then we're going to be playing with some balls with J Val. Possibly. I haven't heard from him. We'll see. So keep it locked right here on the Epic Radio Show. And we're back already. What? Yeah.
Oh my
We couldn't have left you that long. So anyways, let's go to this
Christy's in here.
oh, what's up? Okay.
She said we're crazy.
Oh yeah.
I think it's
Definitely.
mostly you though.
Yeah.
I feel like
Alright, so this Australian chick found a 10-foot python in her Christmas tree.
I have a good sound effect for this. Hold on.
You do.
I do. Hold on.
You do.
I do.
Yeah.
There it was. If I had more than like 3 seconds for the break, I probably would have thought about that sooner. But
Yeah.
you wanted to come back right away, so here we are.
So she had this little miniature Christmas tree on her balcony.
You have a picture. Let me look up a picture. That is a really like small looking.
Yes.
He was great.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bird on his way in.
Yeah. And apparently the snake crawled up the side of the apartment, I believe, into the balcony, wrapped around its little self and around this tree. Yeah. And the couple at first didn't notice it.
How did you not notice this motherfucking snake?
Because it was out on their balcony and they weren't out there. But what they noticed was a bunch of birds. They were going nuts over there. Yep.
That no. That's all I gotta say is no.
But they came home from work and there was a couple of butcher birds that visit every day and they were kicking off on the balcony, going crazy. So that's right.
That was the most annoying snake sound. Moving on.
But yeah, so he went. The husband actually went over there, and her.
Oh jeez. Dude, look at this snake real quick.
Yeah, he was leaning up against a tree, not realizing what laid, wrapped around it. As he turned around and stepped back, he didn't realize he was leaning on a Christmas tree with a snake wrapped around it.
Lovely. That's the best.
But the couple left the snake alone, and later that night, it slithered away. It wasn't bothered by us. It just stayed there for a good few hours as we watched it through the window. When they saw it move away from the tree, they couldn't really believe how big it was.
What the fuck? I just don't understand.
They said after the initial shock wore off, it was a really beautiful snake, they added.
Get the fuck out of here. Ryan said the birds were not peeing on the snake.
They were not.
They were not.
They were doing both.
They were pooping in.
I think they were just trying to tell the people inside, like, yo, there's a big ass snake!
Look at the snake, bitch! No? Okay, we're gonna go.
This shit only happens in Australia, though.
Yeah.
Because when I first read the story, too, because, to be honest, I didn't really read all of it.
Right, yeah. Right.
I was going to, but I just didn't.
What kind of snake was this?
A python.
Damn. Okay.
I will name him Monty. Monty Python.
Fuck that snake. Yeah, I'm not fucking with, like, oh my god, how do you not? I mean, I just don't understand. Like, sit on your balcony, you just don't go up there and, like...
I mean, it's obviously, it's almost bigger than the fucking tree itself.
Like, how the fuck did you not ever go on your balcony and see this giant fucking python on this little baby-ass tree? How?
I don't
I
know.
was thinking, like, when you said tree, I thought maybe they had, like, a little Christmas tree on their front porch, like 5 foot. Whatever.
No, this is what,
This
3
little
feet?
baby
Yeah.
fucking tree.
It's like a 3-foot
What the
tree.
fuck? Ryan said, shoo, little snake, go eat the neighborhood kids. Get off our tree. But, oh my god. I just can't. stand with these Australian people. It was a pretty. It was like.
And they just left it be. I'm sorry, animal control would have been
Control, get this
like
snake out my tree.
animal control. I need you stat.
Get this damn snake out my motherfucking tree. Tired of these motherfucking.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Motherfucking tree.
All right, Samuel L. Jackson.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Brian said he likes the helping of silliness.
Yeah.
This is our daily lives. You'll randomly just come in the room yelling about nothing.
Yeah.
So, you guys are getting just a little taste of what I deal with on the regular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what else we're gonna get a little taste of?
Some balls.
That's right. So we're gonna call up J Val and see.
If he answers the phone.
We're gonna call up J Val and see if he's really playing with the balls.
What is that voice? What the fuck was that? Sarah said Monty Python and the Holy Grail of bird piss.
No shit.
You were
I don't see.
I'm not sure what's wrong with that. Why are you a sheep? Is it a sheep or a goat sound?
I don't know, man.
Oh.
I'm gonna call this motherfucker. Call this motherfucker right now. Are you there? No.
No hebros.
Hello?
You're
Eh?
like, hello?
No hebros.
What are you doing?
What's up, guys? That was my little no balls.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, we have surgery news. Tiny Balls has gotten reduced to no balls.
Oh my goodness.
No, I'm just joking. All right, no, we have big balls in this joint for you guys
Yeah,
today.
Hold on. I didn't do your intro.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Okay.
All right. What is up? What is up, people in Epic Nation?
Epic Nation.
Epic Nation, yeah. Are you guys ready to make life epic with the sports today?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah, mate.
Hey,
Sure, mate.
Hey, listen, Jay. Focus.
I'm focused, brother.
I need you to turn off the phone in the background.
Oh, the phone in the background. You can hear that?
Yes, I can hear that.
Holy shit. All right, anyways. It was on the Xbox. But okay, so I'm going to get through this for you guys. I'm going to try to be chipper and fast. My voice is kind of like going, so I'm going to try. If it sounds like I'm getting loud, it's because I'm pushing out with my diaphragm. Yes, it sounds like I'm taking a shit, right? No.
Yeah.
Is that where you were going with it?
No. But hey,
No.
Are we doing Blue Jackets first or what?
Yeah, Blue Jackets, baby. Let's go to the NHL.
All right, let's do it.
All right, for your news today with the NHL, the Columbus Blue Jackets, they are going to fall to 12-14-6 with a loss to the Senators yesterday. They lost 3-4.
Like, oh,
and
no, they lost.
Yeah, and then the next game is tomorrow, 7 p.m. against the Capitals. Now, the crazy thing is I did try finding some Monsters news. It seems like I swear to God, if Google some of their shit. No, I know. Like, they had, it says they had 2 games. One they won, one they lost. But it's, weird because it does not really – it's like no one gives a shit about the Monsters.
Mm.
Because, it barely brings up any type of news or –
I don't know.
So I don't know, man. I mean, they are what? They're like the farm system for the Blue Jackets. But anyways, I mean, remember the year we won the
championship.
Is that called the Coulter Cup? Yeah.
Yeah.
After that year, the Columbus Blue Jackets just came in and said, "We'll take this guy. We'll take this guy. We'll take the whole fucking team and the coach."
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that was pretty stupid. So, anyways, they're probably shit now. But anyways, that's the NHL news for you guys today with the Blue Jackets. They're in the same place they were last week. So it seems like they're just running in place and they're not doing anything.
Mm.
So, anyways,
what do you
on
think
the
it's
Major
gonna
League.
Take? Hold on. before you
Yeah.
move on to that. So, what do you think it's going to take for them to get better? Do you think this is a coaching issue? Do you think this is just a teamwork?
I don't know, man, because they really haven't done too much to the roster since their playoff run last year. We just got to sit back and wait and see what develops.
Now, do they have? I don't know that much about hockey, but do they have like kind of the same thing, like how like draft picks and drafts and stuff like that?
Yeah, they have drafts and stuff. To be honest, I'm gonna be 100% with you. Like we all have our like one of those sports that we really don't cover too much or anything like that. But hockey would be the one for me.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just
So
saying, do you think they're trying to lose on purpose to get better draft picks, or is that like something that you think they're trying to do?
Honestly, they probably could be. It could be just, it could be lack of motivation. It could be, because a lot of these games, man, they're not getting blown out or nothing. It's a lot of them are like by one goal. So maybe it's just, maybe a little bit of lack of motivation. Maybe the coach needs to light a fire up under their ass.
Ryan said it's on ice, so it's drafty.
He said what?
He said it's on ice, it's drafty.
Oh, yeah, it is. They're freezing their asses off. Their balls shrivel.
Oh, that's a no-go zone.
Yeah. All right. So anyways, we'll move on to Major League Baseball. Got some news for you there with the Cleveland Indians, your tribe. Now, there was just the winter meetings, and that's where the teams sit down and discuss what is the future of their organization. What possible pieces are they willing to move with and stuff like that. And right now, two key pieces and key names that keep coming up for the Indians are going to hit home with some fans, because these are two of the biggest names on the Indians roster, and that's Francisco Lindor, who has been the only trade rumors I've seen with him is the Dodgers. So, that's a destination we can see him going. Like I said, if we're going to trade Francisco Lindor, you're going to want to get a lot for him. You want to get some possible picks thrown in there, some possible prospect players, which me and Mark spoke on the show before, and we have spoken, on how we feel about prospects and how it's hard to determine prospects, because they could be hot in the minors, and you think they're going to be a great prospect and come to the major leagues and be a complete bust. So,
and that's like that with every sport.
Yeah, exactly. And now for Corey Kluber, the pitcher, he's in a lot. His name's been blown up. He's in talks. They got offers from Texas, the Blue Jays, and our arch nemesis, the Yankees. Now, I hate when we make a deal with the Yankees. We always trade one of our guys to the Yankees, and he becomes this, Corey Kluber's already a stud. He's already solidified in this league. But we're going to trade him to the Yankees, and then I'll go on to win another damn World Series. That's how it's going to be.
I know. Isn't that ridiculous?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Every time we trade these guys there, they end up blowing up and stuff like that. So, but that's it for Major League Baseball. I'm going to move on to the NBA and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, the Cavs fall to a 6-20, and pick up your eardrums and your eyeballs and put your eyeballs back in your sockets. That's not a lie. 6-20, and they just lost to the Bucks, 108-125, which that's understandable. I mean, they got the reigning league MVP, and the Bucks are not a slouch squad. I mean, they were the best defensive team in basketball last year, and they're looking to pick up right where they left off last year, and that was almost making it into the finals. So, I mean, they were, a great team. But the next game's tomorrow at 7:30 p.m., And like I said, hopefully they could pick it up. And I don't know, it seems like the Cavs are playing for a pretty much a draft pick, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Something you mentioned earlier with hockey. They're probably playing for the draft pick.
You know,
And that's it with...
I mean,
Go ahead, man.
That's only a game, a winning percentage of 23%.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Like,
That's crazy, man.
well,
crazy.
the thing is, we do have a decent team. They're just playing like shit.
Yeah, and the thing is, here's the thing. If you haven't noticed, and me and Mark, again, going back to our segment a few weeks ago, me and Mark actually had a discussion on the Cavs and how I thought they weren't really using our number one pick this year, Darius Garland, right? It just seems like he hasn't been getting going. But I'll tell you what, the past couple of days with Darius Garland, I can't say I think they figured it out with the kid. So he's been balling. So hopefully we can keep developing these young players. That's what the key thing right now is keep developing this young talent, and I think in the future we'll be in good hands.
Okay.
But next time we're going to go to the NCAA. And with that, the Army and Navy game, one of the biggest games of the year that everyone waits for, was just played, and the Navy whooped the Army's ass 31-7. So that game is out of the way and done with. That's a huge rivalry game, one of the biggest rivalry games in the nation, next to our Ohio State Buckeyes and Michigan Wolverines rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, that's that. But coming out of this, we got the playoff rankings. We got, of course, Ohio State is going up against Clemson, and the winner of that's going to go up against the winner of LSU at Oklahoma. Now, the thing about Ohio State is this is the craziest thing, which it's pretty exciting, and I can't wait to see the game because the quarterback for Clemson and the quarterback for Ohio State, they have a past together. They go back to coming out of high school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So they go back from high school days because they were in the Elite 11 competing against each other. And I remember watching them in that Peyton Manning camp stuff, and then Elite 11, and then I also remember watching Justin Fields through high school, watching him play, and I knew like these two kids were going to be awesome. They're going to be special. Now Justin Fields and the Ohio State Buckeyes, they're going to be, I think they're in good hands with Justin Fields. The thing about it is what I was getting to. So it's going to be a matchup that goes back to these two quarterbacks. Trevor Lawrence for Clemson and Ohio State, Justin Fields. Going back to having a rivalry that has been, it's not like a I hate you type rivalry. It's a sports rivalry. I mean, they're always going to be connected when they go into the NFL and get drafted.
Sports rivalry.
Yeah, they're going to be connected. So, anyways, hey, so I don't know if you caught this epic.
What's that?
Real quick, because I'll be finishing up with the Browns here in a second. But the finalists for the Heisman Trophy were just announced. Now, Joe, I want you to get this. Joe Burrow was the number one candidate. Okay, he transferred to Ohio State. So he went to Ohio State. He was an Ohio State Buckeye. He was an Ohio State Buckeye, transferred to LSU and took them from a decent organization to a 13-0 number one seed organization and just won the Heisman, by the way. So he just won the Heisman. The second placer was Justin Fields, who was another transfer quarterback.
Now, let me ask you this real quick. So, is Justin from Fields, or is that just his last name? Because what if he was born in a field? That would be amazing, right?
Oh, that would be crazy, man. He'd be like, away. And then, like, it was like he was born to play on the field.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, he was
Yeah,
literally
that shit.
born
America,
from the fields.
did we just blow your mind or
Yes, we did.
what? Take that home and listen to that shit. So yeah,
Go ahead,
and then get this though. So Justin Fields, he's another guy who transferred. So if anything, here's something for a reference to David Franks and his get to work thing. I'm gonna do a little bit of my impersonations aren't as good as his, but here's a little something for David Franks and these guys. So listen, guys, if your employer, if it's not working out between you and your employer, don't be afraid to get out there and look for something new. Don't be afraid to get out there and test the waters and find something new, because you might be a great fit somewhere else. So yeah, right there, these guys, don't be afraid. If you're sitting behind one or two other quarterbacks like these guys were, why not transfer and see where you can go fit somewhere else? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they did, and they're the top two they're the top two teams in the country. So that's pretty good. Anyways, Jalen Hurts from Oklahoma is number 3 on that list. And then number 4, if you just say this thing's filled up with Buckeye, Chase Young. He would have been the first defensive player to win the Heisman Trophy since Charles Woodson did for Michigan. But that's it. And I'm going to run through the Browns real quick, heading up on time.
That was actually a pretty good. At first, it was a pretty good impression of David. Just saying.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah.
I mean, we do impersonations of everybody on the show, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so here we go. So NFL. So here's the new reports coming out that everyone sit down, or if you're standing up, sit down. Freddie Kitchens. Wait. Did I say that right? If you're standing up, sit down. There we go.
There you go.
It's reported that Freddie Kitchens will retain his job at the end of the season despite the finish of the season. So right there, we can get that out of the way. He probably will be your coach for the next year, which hopefully he learns from this year. Hopefully the motherfucker watches a lot of film and learns a lot. Freddie, this message is to you, buddy. When I say a lot, I underline that shit 6 times. A lot.
Oh, no.
So yeah, but anyways, the Cleveland Browns won an ugly ass looking win that I 27 to man. Why do I look like I write like a kindergarten? Damn it! What is that? Oh my gosh! I'm so sorry, guys. No, I wrote in pen, but it's smeared. The piece of shit. Anyways, look at that. Anyways, the Browns won, and Baker had a tough day. Not a day you want from your quarterback, especially going against the Bengals. I mean, I was expecting him to light it up, which that's on me, man. I called him to light it up, and he looked like a piece of turd. So you could throw about 3 of those shit emojis on his stat line.
Shit emojis.
Yeah, right? Shit emojis. Shit emojis. He threw for 192 yards and 2 interceptions. Thought I was going to say touchdowns, didn't you? No, 2 interceptions, no touchdowns. I will say Nick Chubb, who is the best back in football right now, if we haven't learned anything, Freddie Kitchens, at all through this whole year, is give the ball to Nick Chubb. Man, it's like you're playing Madden. This dude would be fucking horrible in Madden.
Gotcha.
So anyways, Nick Chubb dude, get this, carried the ball 15 times.
Damn.
That means they gave him a half a day's workload, because you want your running back anywhere from like 22 to like 30 carries maybe.
Mm-hmm.
He went for 106 yards. He averaged 7.1 yards a carry, man.
Wow. That's pretty good.
15 attempts. So, I mean, if you're losing your mind, Freddie, just give the damn ball to Kareem Hunt or Nick Chubb.
Yep.
But the next game is today, guys, at 4:05 in Arizona against the Cardinals. And to end this sports segment, I do want to say congrats to and you're gonna laugh at this one and probably scratch your head on one of these. But congratulations to some Cleveland Browns alumni that have made it into the College Football Hall of Fame. And the first one is Lorenzo White, who was on the Cleveland Browns in '95. And then Joe Thomas, there's three of these guys. Joe Thomas, who we give a big warm welcome to, who was on the team from '07 when we drafted him to 2017. And this last one's Vince Young, who was only with the team for 11 days, so I'll just leave it at that.
All right, thank you, Jay.
All right, bro.
There was a couple comments. Let's see.
Go ahead. I'll rattle them off real quick.
Well, the only one, let's see, field on the field play with those balls, and then
yeah, buddy.
I'm trying to make a little bit of sense. Let's see. This is from Christy. She said, "Oh, the Browns, they will and trash this year. They getting aggressive."
Oh yeah, they'll win. I mean, they're getting better. I can't say they're not.
Yeah. They are. I mean, well, obviously from the last. I mean, not last year. Do we have
last 5 games? In the last 5 games, they're in the second half. They're 4-1, man. So I mean,
yeah, that's not too bad.
I mean, that's a good start, you know. I mean, but yeah, that's what it is for sports, man. But anyway, right. You got any more comments?
I don't think so, unless I can't see them. Do you see any?
Let's see. Ryan said, Friday, Dan, you watched some films.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right, guys. Hey, man. Hey, thanks for the comments, guys. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, hold
David,
on. One second. No, she said no. They on trash. They playing like they want to win. That's what I meant. Okay.
Oh yeah. But anyways, thanks again, David, for letting me do my little impersonation of you. All good fun. I mean, yeah, I tried to do the best because he's always so professional, man.
I know, right?
You know, so I was trying not to mess it up. But anyways,
no, it was good there. You for I'd say like a good solid couple minutes. I don't know when you actually transitioned from doing his impression to going back to you because he didn't really tell us a cutoff point.
Yeah. It was near the end there. I was trying to smooth it back into mine. I wasn't trying to just like.
Yeah, I know.
But
I gotcha.
Yeah, but anyways, man. Hey, I love you guys. I love the fans. Keep the calls coming in. Keep the the comments coming in, man.
Yep.
Keep it rolling, man. I love you guys, man. See ya.
All right, see you next week.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Bye.
And that's the show, everyone. Thank you for joining us. You can catch this episode later on, obviously, where you're watching it now. If you missed it, you could rewatch it. Or it'll be on Spotify later on today.
Spotify later.
Yep. And I think that's pretty much it. Buy some merch. Go to theepicradioshow.com.
We're everywhere.
Buy some merch. And next week we should have filmmaker Gary Wood. He did this Star Wars movie.
Okay.
I can't think of the name of it right off the top of my head though. I should have wrote it down, but whatever. But thanks guys for joining us and dealing with our nonsense and the mess up with the interview. Thanks to Mark Evans, yes, for dealing with that and being a good sport about all that. Yeah,
he was all good.
Because some people would have just got mad and like, fuck you and whatever.
Suck. And it's true, we do, but...
What's that now?
What?
Well, who said that?
No, I did.
Oh.
I just said that. I was liking something, but I said it.
We
do suck, but...
We do.
Y'all deal with us anyway, so it's all good.
Absolutely. But yeah, so next week we're also going to have our Christmas special.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so it's going to be all Christmassy and
Santa? We don't know. Maybe.
We're going to have a lot of Christmas topics. And there's also a interview that we had with the mayor of Maple Heights that we're going to air next week. Mm-hmm. So thank you guys for joining us.
We'll find out what Santa really wants for Christmas.
Yes. And check us out on all the social medias. All of you have a great day, and as always, make life epic.
Dear Mr. President, there are too many states nowadays. Please eliminate 3. I am not a crackpot.
Oh, wow, that was terrible.
Hasta la vista, baby.
No!
That's my only real motivation, is not to be hassled. That and the fear of losing my job, but you know, Bob, that'll only make someone work just hard enough not to get fired.
And I'm sorry, we're out of time. Bye.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Please leave this office.
Do we get any sort of souvenir?
Get out of my office!
Oh my God, it feels so good. Oh yeah, oh slow down. Oh yeah, who's your daddy?
That's all, folks.